Very much, Dave. Today starts a new political era in Washington. The new Congress takes over. The new Congress comes with Republican control of the House of Representatives, and they are ready for a political fight. One thing on their agenda: to cancel President Obama's signature health care law next week. Our local Congressman Bill Cassidy joins us on the phone this morning from Washington. Good morning, Congressman. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Whitney. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So all the time that was spent on health care last year, for nothing?
I wouldn't. Well, one, there is something. There was a bill that passed that has $500 billion in new taxes. It's estimated to eventually destroy 5 million jobs and create 150 new bureaucracies. Now, that is very much something. The question is, can we reverse that? Save the jobs, lower the taxes, and still achieve the goals of reform. So there's something out there. We just need to make it something different.
So it will be different. It won't just cancel itself out, but you and the fellow Republicans, you as a medical doctor bring a whole interesting set of facts to the drawing board, but you want some changes.
Oh, absolutely. If you look at Medicaid, for example. So I work at OK Long. I still work there. We know that Medicaid, the insurance program that the state and the federal government both pay for, is bankrupting state governments. We have a huge shortfall in Louisiana, and it's going to the extra cost, if you will, is coming out of Medicaid, and so we have to reform it so we're still able to deliver health care for the poor. But at the same time, we're not bankrupting our state. This program that we passed, unfortunately, I didn't pass, but others voted for it, greatly expands Medicaid, may increase Louisiana's debt by $600 million.
Congressman Cassidy, 81 freshman Republicans are going to be sworn in today, the largest new GOP class of freshmen since 1921. And then there are also some Tea Party members in there. How is that going to change and shift how negotiations are done and deals are brokered in Washington?
I think the Tea Party movement has been fantastic. What it has done is made Washington aware of the debt. Republicans were aware of the debt, and we were in such a minority we couldn't do anything about it. Now, with this new majority, at least in the House of Representatives, with the understanding that the American people are concerned about the debt, Whitney, that gives great opportunity. So I'm very optimistic. I'm hopeful. Everything's a hard roll up here, but I'm just hopeful that we can accomplish it.
Where are you all going to try to cut the federal budget other than health care right off the bat?
Well, we've started in ways that are relatively small, but certainly very symbolic. Congress has frozen its own pay for the last 2 or 3 years. Acting on a suggestion of the Tea Party, the president says he's going to freeze the pay of federal officials. The House Republicans have said that we're not going to allow earmarks in the new Congress on the House of Representatives side. The Senate's still working through it, but on the House side, we're not going to allow earmarks. And yesterday we voted on a rule that's going to lower the budget of congressional offices 5 to 10%. So we're starting with ourselves first, and then we work out from there.
What will you be pushing specifically for you? Any bills, any ideas that you really want to see pushed through on your behalf this session?
Aside from health care, which I have lots of ideas on health care, energy. We know that the road to recovery goes through energy. It creates jobs oftentimes on the Gulf Coast, but really across the nation. And we know that if we have good, reliable, relatively inexpensive domestic energy, then we don't have to rely on it from countries like Venezuela. So I have several ideas as to how we can promote the use of natural gas, for example, that the United States and Louisiana in particular have a heck amount of, and when we do so, we're going to create a lot of jobs.
Congressman Bill Cassidy, thanks for joining us from Washington. It's going to be an exciting session for you and your fellow Republicans, and we'll be following and tracking your progress.
Hey, thank you, Whitney.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. And stay with